see if these work. Huzzah!
Shababla.
Hello.
Whoa, big.
Welcome to Weir of Adynn session 55, I think, question mark. I think. It's been a little while since we played because we had a bit of a hiccup last week, but we're gravy now. Who would like to do a recap so that we can get back up to speed? Gabby. Gabby with her book out. Being like, yeah, I wonder.
Problem is, last session I had a really shitty pen, so my notes were like the scrawlings of a mad person.
Perfect. Just like Clay. It's great.
Who's doing it then, lads?
That's on you.
Oh, come on. It's you. You got the note.
Well, what a terrible time.
I mean, I don't think I wrote as much last time either. Not much happened.
Yeah.
There's
Okay.
a lot of conversation.
Yeah. I don't know what I was doing with my brain. But basically Clay told us there are ghosts in the castle, which would have been nice to have known earlier. Thanks, Clay. And he lets us know that Wynn has been out of her soul trap for a long time. So Wynn used to, when we were out and about, used to mostly spend her time in a soul trap, apart from when we were in combat, because Wynn sometimes doesn't recognize people very well. So every night she'll go out and she'll go kill something and bring it back. So that's a bit of a problem. So then we got to know about Clay's backstory. So the Fellowship of, is it Sivnatai? I don't know if I pronounced that right. Yeah! They took Clay in as hired muscle, and he worked for them for a time, and he found Wynn in a back alley and basically raised her and got her joined in on spooky crime stuff, because she's a child, she can get away with anything. But a job went sour after she fell into a fall trap, and that is why she died. And she started appearing and killing off all the people that killed her, but then started going down the trail of everyone who was even associated with that person. So she just started murdering people, which is why Verve, who is another character, trapped her in a soul trap, as to stop her going sicko mode every night to kill a random person just because they breathed in the wrong direction. There we go! Woo! So he's telling us all these things. It's very dramatic, and then Heliodor decides to get attacked by an air elemental in the kitchen, which is not so pog, but we kill it. Whoa! Also, I wrote down Clay has named all the skeletons. Sleeping Beauty was in it. And like, oh yeah, no, fairy tales. A bunch of us are not human, so that doesn't mean fuck all to us. So, and then Heliodor decides to stick his nose in it and goes and wants to know about Big Blue, who is a big, scary, freaking fuck off ghost. And the Clay and Heliodor have a big old battle about whether they should go near the thing that is clearly a problem. Heliodor decides to fuck around and find out. And it says, "Long may he reign, king of the frozen waste." And he's basically a giant who was chopped into pieces? Question mark. King Godric IV. And basically he speaks to Heliodor, who doesn't speak giant, and it's filled with spooky ghosts, and we got to try and figure out what the fuck he said to Heliodor, because it's probably something that's quite important, and that's where we're at.
Yay! Oh yeah, because I came
Huzzah.
back and went, anybody speak giant?
Does anyone speak giant? And that was the end of the session.
Yeah.
So yeah, not loads and loads happened last session, but it was a good RP session. You guys got some really good chatting done. I'm never gonna stop you from having a fun little chat.
Fuck yeah.
And you got your shit kicked in by an elemental. Sorry, that was cool.
Quite literally. It was a harsh fight.
That was a nasty fight, yeah.
Deal.
So, okay, so you guys are still in the burial chamber with Godric's resting place and the large pile of gems and jewels and gold and all sorts on the other side of the room. Heliodor's just asked if anyone speaks giant.
Estella is like, I do.
Oh,
Well, not really, but I can understand it.
can you speak it? Oh.
So,
I mean, honestly, understanding is part of the way there. We can fuck around and find out past that.
Yeah.
I think Heliodor will look to Clay and be like, "Are you all right with her just coming forward with me a little bit?" Because feel like there's a vague understanding that you seem to be a guardian at some point of some sort.
Yeah, Clay will always keep Estella behind him, but will edge closer if Heliodor has managed to speak to it and not aggroed it, essentially.
Wynn is still stood up there as well and is just kind of looking in your direction.
Sarah might just keep her hand on her sword and just stay on guard and looking around in case another spooky ghost person decides they want to have a monologuing giant.
I'll be the translator.
Oh, also the game is paused.
Oh yes.
Not
There you
anymore.
go. You can move.
I'm not Paw Patrol, I'm Pause Patrol.
Wow.
Yeah, as we walk up, Heliodor will be like, eyes down, be very respectful, kind of thing, as if you would treat any royalty. And oh god, sorry, my computer's being very slow. Heliodor will walk to the edge of the table.
Estella and Clay, make me a perception check, please.
Hopper.
Oh.
It's a little slow. Okay, there you go.
Okay, so
Clay's-
Clay.
Clay's roll was a bit higher because of the rogue thing.
Okay, how
I don't
much
think,
of a plus to that is it?
It's add an extra 5 to it.
Okay, so both of you notice it then. As you're getting closer and you're sort of staying behind Heliodor, you're looking forward towards this tombstone sort of area with this giant statue stood behind it. Very sort of sunk into the ground. It seems like it doesn't seem to be like towering over you. It's sort of it's a ruin. But you can see this tiny sparkling gemstone, a tiny little bit of Heliodor stuck into the stone, as if it's being held there. It's the same stone that he offered Wynn about an hour ago.
Oh.
And Heliodor will do another low bow and will, in palms and in common, say towards this being, Estella will translate what you say to us. Please, Your Majesty, speak, and I will understand through my translator here. Yeah. And we'll kind of do palms, but also like mime, like speak, and your words will come through them.
Give me 5 seconds. Talk amongst yourselves.
Okay.
Oh, this is shit fucking scary.
I mean, not really. I mean, we've had experiences with ghosts. When
While
okay.
like is cooking in the
Like
corner.
Jack is like, it's the Shadow Man.
This is pitch black. What's going on? And out of the abyss.
For reference,
Do
Jack
not ask
is.
questions that you do not wish the answer for.
We can only see basically Jack's face, not even the bottom of his face, got a beard. Oh, there he is.
He just comes out of the
His
dark.
eyes and his nose.
Okay.
For real.
So, I will say everyone in the room, including Dracera. So Kuri, I'm not going to tell you to deafen because I'm not going to take that away from you.
I can if you want me to, I don't mind.
No, it's fine. So even though Karik isn't in the room, everyone in sort of like a voice in the back of your head, you hear this sort of rumble, before hearing.
Forsummen. Heksen for thy dead paths.
Check your whispers, Estella.
All right.
Oh damn.
He just called us squatters.
Escorters. What?
No, squatters.
What? Oh,
So
squatters.
I don't think he's very happy that we're staying over.
Oh. You can't speak back, can you?
No, I can
hold
only
on.
understand it.
I have an idea. Please keep listening. And Heliodor is going to try and he's going to say what he says, but he's going to try and think it very loudly as well and directionally, and try and like pointedly like talk through his brain as well as with his words. We deeply apologize. This was not our intention to offend. If we can make reparations to this, we would like to, as well as request that we stay just 4 days longer. After those 4 days, we will leave. And you shall not be bothered again, Your Majesty. Not by us.
Enek. Valkoen. Setenef. Van Dorf. Vasuliech. Deningholheim.
He said you take refuge in my hollowed halls for 4 days and 4 days only. Do not desecrate my home, my kingdom, and I will not lay harm to you. So that's good.
Yes. Okay, cool. Okay, cool. Thank you, Great King. We will disturb nothing, and we will defend your home as we stay here as hopes for penance and payment.
Well, clean up the fucking blood and shit, and leave the rest of your lot. You know. I mean,
Mm-hmm.
we won't touch nothing.
Cool.
He's thinking.
Your Majesty is thinking.
Hadek. Sliaken Vetzahish. Sifonach. Tenovunai.
One has overstayed his welcome. His child is bloody and violent, like those that conquered before. Clay.
Oh,
Look,
oh,
she'll be fucking gone Alright. You ever have kids? Fucking.
I am one.
Yeah. Yeah.
Vertula Heleth Meton.
Gone. No more blood.
Is Win looking at anyone in particular?
Win is looking directly at the grave.
I'll have a speak with her about it. Just on your, don't you fucking worry. We'll sort shit out.
The voice, like the humming in the back of your head, dies down into nothing.
Okay, that's good.
Okay, cool.
Did I do something wrong?
Oh.
Speak out. Speak later, Win. Let's just get these fucks out of here first.
DM, are you trying to use voice mod? Because I'm not hearing anything come through.
Was it not working?
Not the voice.
No, it
It
wasn't.
wasn't
But
changing, no.
I could hear the voice mod. No, there's no voice mod. Just
they
normal.
want to
stuff.
interrupt
Okay.
you.
I will do a bit of
Yeah,
background fixing. I will figure that out. But thank you for letting me know.
troubleshooting. No, it's okay. There was a flow and it was like, keep it. Heliodor will then do a deep bow and do the whole back away from the tomb and be like, right, okay. Let's leave this room.
Good news, Dressera. We might not die.
Why is it always me?
You're in the back of the room. I wanted to let you know.
I figured out what the problem was. I got it sorted. So the stream would have heard it, but you guys wouldn't.
Okay.
Okay, so are you guys heading out of the room?
Yeah, let's get the fuck out of here.
Yeah.
I'll make sure everyone gets out.
Can I make sure I actually move? I think I move.
Yep, you've moved.
Something tells
hell
me Weir
yeah.
isn't gonna stop killing people.
That's fine. The killing just can't happen in the castle.
Well,
Is that part
she
of the
dragged a
rule?
very bloody body into the castle.
Oh.
So
Yeah, no more blood in the castle.
So, wait.
Not
So it's
even
not about the
wolves?
killing part, it's about the blood part.
He just doesn't
I
like
think
blood.
it's partially the killing thing. Yeah, I think what we need to do is, if we want to go hunting for food, we go out, we kill it, we skin it, we cut it, and then we bring the meat back. We don't like bring the whole carcass in and do the carving and stuff. So I think I'll go deal with the big wolf in the main room.
Just stick it outside.
Mhm.
There's a
That'll
bridge
please
leading over to this place, isn't there? Like just
yes.
outside the main entrance.
Mhm.
yeah.
There is a big wolf there, though.
Yeah.
Oh, they're not. Yeah,
Always
you can,
happens. Yeah.
they can be dealt with.
You can go back out the way you came if you want to go and see if they're still there. But you have been brought a meal by Win, and also Karik is currently preparing you something. So you've got enough for a day's worth. For the 5 of you, 6 of you, 7 of you. There's many of you now. I can't remember who needs to eat and who doesn't. 5 of you who need to eat. The others, all of the NPC characters do not need to eat. Wow.
Oh, well, Dressera can't have meat, is the thing.
Yeah. But I think Karik is accommodating you.
Oh, bless.
Dressera
Hashtag accommodate the vegans.
We all have one.
Dressera just started to eat bits of thumb.
Nom, nom, nom. Also, you have Thumb has the good berries, so you have at
Yeah.
least 3
Yeah.
good berries, and that's
Just starts
24
chewing on
hours
wood.
of. Oh no! Yeah, terrible. Okay, so
Heliodor will go and will send Chronometer out through the front, or to look out the window near the front to be like, are there any nasties outside? And then, if that's confirmed clear, we'll get Mare to start dragging the big wolf body out front.
Jack, no! Jack's making memes because he's not in this fucking game right now. It's killing me. Fuck's sake. Stupid. Okay, oh, god damn it.
I put a lot of effort into that. No people can enjoy it.
Refuses to elaborate, dies. Okay, so you send off Chronometer, and the little metal bird flatters off through the hallways, back through the doors that you entered in from, and you don't hear anything from them for a little bit. They've just gone off on their little journey. Wynn is kind of stood over the corpse that she brought in earlier, and she's looking at Clay.
You did good, Wynn. You didn't do anything wrong. It's just squatters' rights and all that. We just have to, wasn't about to say something. Oh, okay. We just have to, clean up before we fuck off.
It's difficult not to make a mess.
It's understandable. But this is why we'll make it a game. We'll make this place fucking spick and span. And when you broke Verve's shit, and I made you clean up all of his stuff after.
I can't hold things.
Yeah, I mean, we in like, you know, the speaking sense, not like. I know you fucking can't.
We means Clay and Windale.
Yeah, it does. But also gestures to the other people in the room. They can fucking help too.
She points in Heliodor's direction.
You can clean.
Hey, I can. Pretty good at it as well. Look how spick and span Mare is. Just show a glossy, shiny bear.
Bear.
And she sort of settles herself next to Clay as if his answer has calmed her down. You can distantly hear the kind of clank of metal and sort of things being moved around in the far room where you left Karik.
Oh, okay.
Wanna go see Karik?
Shit, what's up?
See if he's done with the food. We got time.
I'll wait here for the chronometer.
Oops.
Can the thing not find its way back, or?
Well, that's a fair point, actually. It can. Fuck it. You.
Can it open doors?
Well, it went out the window, didn't it?
You can find small gaps. It's very small. It's like, yeah, maybe 3.
3 inches. That sounds pretty big, though.
Move me, please.
It's big. It's pretty big.
So, Karik,
You're on about that's fucking massive.
Karik, what do the party see as they walk back in?
When they walk back in, the funny thing is, just after what was said there, you see where these kind of boxes are on the left here, or wherever these actually are.
They're like desks, tables.
Yeah. You see that above it, there's been a bit of webbing put up that's holding bits of meat to let them cool out, almost like a fridge. Or a freezer, whichever works best in here. There's multiple plates of food set out. There's a pot filled up with stuff, with stew. There's an hour pot next to it with a lot of the bones and everything that were brought through for making up for broth. So it looks like he's been a busy little fucking house husband while he's been away.
You're doing a good job.
Cute.
Hello. Is everything okay?
Is the food? Can we fucking eat it?
Yes, please. And he picks up a. It's basically just a mess kit, but it's like he's taken the biggest kind of mess kit he has and filled it, probably with a bit extra than he has than everyone else's, and he hands it over to Clay. Basically, like, yes, get big meal, eat.
And he'll having eaten earlier, he's eating a little slower, a little more normal.
Yeah.
Having already eaten somewhat, but yeah, he'll happily take it and find a spot to sit down next to one.
Wynn just stares at the food.
Thank you for this, Wynn.
She looks up at you, kind of tilts her head.
I bought that.
You did. You've kept me alive this long.
You kept me alive too.
Yep. We're in this together, Wynn. We're in this together.
She kind of sits as best as she can on the floor without passing through the floor. It's more like she kind of crosses her legs and just sits maybe like an inch or two above the floor, so it feels like she sat down with you. But you all get to indulge in a very nice home-cooked meal from Karee. As you're midway through it, Heliodor, the bird returns to you. Chronometer
Chronometer!
lands back on your helmet. Kind of taps the top of your helmet.
Hello. Heliodor puts his fingers up and Chronometer gets on, like, puts him on the side next to him and goes, "Is outside clear or in?"
You are shown the mental image that it is dark.
Oh, for fuck's sake!
It's dark, mate.
You couldn't see anything then?
The bird kind of tilts its head and looks at you, and there's like a bit of a spark as it does so. It's kind of in pieces, the poor thing.
I need to give you an upgrade. Okay.
She's running on Windows Vista, mate.
Okay. I know. Yeah, moving the body might be a thing to do tomorrow because it's very dark outside.
Moving body?
Yeah, you know the big wolf that Wynn brought in for food?
Okay.
It's just in the main hall, and after speaking with the last king of this kingdom, doesn't really want any more bloodshed in his hallowed halls. So I thought it'd be a good gesture to move the body outside. Yeah. But it sounds like it might be. It's dark, but like that's kind of risky business in lands we don't know. I don't want to die taking a body outside and be trapped here as a spirit. Honestly, that doesn't sound like too much fun.
Wind's looking in your direction, Heliodor, as you say that.
Heliodor kind of like looks at her and goes, "Aye, but you've had company. Like, I'm the only one today here. I'd be alone. You at least have dear old Clay there."
She tries
Honestly, at least,
to
at
take
most.
Clay's hand.
Good.
It just passes through his hand.
Oh.
Question. How long would take? I see things do. Is it called freeze? Here,
How long does it take things
Frozen?
to freeze?
go.
I imagine
It depends.
Clay would probably have an idea on how long.
Yeah, like not very long. You're looking at maybe a couple of hours max.
Then
Keeps me fresh.
if need take outside, remember is window through there. If frozen, not easier break up and take out in pieces that way. Not be as much mess. If it is
You mean-
blood and well, more making mess, that is problem.
So you cut it up and then hang it out the window.
Is kind of what think. I mean, and he kind of points up to like, again, the bits of web he's got up here with the bits of meat hanging from it that are being chilled. Because like, that's kind of an example.
Not a bad plan. I'd suggest maybe not the window though, because something might come and try and eat it from the window and then climb on in and come find us. That's
So
kind of
take
why I
it
thought
he...
out front.
Should be able to harvest enough to just put with what we have here. Everything else can be thrown out.
Alright, I'm here for that.
And if
I'll help
even
you carve up if you like.
if wait till already frozen, then it'd be more difficult. But we can break parts off to hang up instead of carve up in pot later on once.
Oh, so like do a pulled pork kind of thing where you leave it in the pot for ages and it just kind of like falls apart.
Something like of such.
Okay. Sounds
Can
like
I
a
ask
plan.
a question of how much mess has Chloe made since being here? Like, how much blood are we talking?
Blood specifically.
Blood and then everything.
I mean, that's for you to find out.
Right. Because I'm assuming, because if she's going out killing something every day, I'm assuming that it's not, hopefully, wolves every day.
Well, the one thing would be with the size of that wolf, you wouldn't need to do it every day.
Yeah.
Like for one person, that fucking wolf would probably last fucking a good
She doesn't-
couple of weeks.
Like, she brings back the meat. Clay would say how she brings back meat periodically, but she goes out more than she brings back, if that makes sense. There's probably corpses out in the woods somewhere. She doesn't always bring back what she kills.
Right. I guess just Sarah's going to ask the question of, has Wynn ever gone a day without being the amulet that she doesn't kill at least one thing?
I mean, a day, yeah. I mean, it's
2
probably
days?
been a couple days. Sometimes.
Couple days
He
if you're
looks to-
lucky.
Yeah, he looks to win. You don't normally get to 3 nights.
Difficult.
Yeah, difficult.
Well, Wynn,
What?
I'm not telling you that you can't kill anything, but I think we need to make the decision of if you do, don't bring it back to the castle.
Hard to remember.
How's about we go with you? Then we
Dangerous.
can remind you.
She's
seem
in a... No offense, healing door, but you don't fucking know you may well.
Door
Heliodor.
is friend not
Door.
easy to remember.
What Wynn says.
It's hard to remember the time of friend.
You get the
She-
gist that she's saying, like, she can't always tell friend from foe.
Okay.
She knows me well enough, and maybe some of the other members of this group should know, but
Okay.
you especially are essentially a stranger.
I'm brand new. No, that I mean I am. Let's be honest. I've only been here 4 hours, maybe. That's fair.
It's more about keeping. It's the killing. It's fine. It's just when you can keep the stuff outside.
Killing is fine. Just don't bring it back to the house, you know? Don't want it in the house.
Reasoning with a system.
It's like talking to a cat.
They bring it in the mouse. It's like, I don't want this, thank you.
Yeah. Are you guys settling down for the evening?
Is it
Yeah.
evening?
It is
Is it?
night.
We might as well have our cute girl boss cleaning montage tomorrow.
Alright, sounds good. In the meantime, you guys, this is brand new, and Heliodor points to his carriage and goes, I've got a very nice bottle of dwarven wine in there, if you would like to share as a celebration, because I know you lot have not seen each other for a long fucking time, and this feels like a good time to have a bit of a celebrate.
Yeah, booze would be good, mate. Fucking good
Alright.
time.
Hops off, goes and grabs a bottle of wine from his carriage and comes back. Hands it off to everyone. Right.
Does Clay have cups or does he use his hands?
It's the thimbles, remember?
Oh
We found
yeah,
some.
the thimbles with the moonshine. Not to mention that part with the moonshine.
Ooh.
Yeah.
No.
We can do.
Hold on,
It-
wait. Heliodor goes and grabs some of your moonshine and mixes it with like a cup of wine and is like, let's have a go.
Oh,
I
no.
feel like probably he does not handle it very well. Just like.
I think
What
it's
kind of
constant.
wine is this?
This is like a really nice, like Merlot, like
Ooh,
deep,
stop it.
smooth, sweet. I think just mixing it with the moonshine is something of petrol grapes.
Merlot and moonshine, aka boot polish.
Oh god, what are you not getting up to? God, good lord.
Heliodor's mixing moonshine and like dwarven wine.
Oh no!
Just 'cause-
You're making battery acid, that's what it tastes like.
Yep.
Does it taste good?
It does.
Is it good?
No.
We've
Clay will
made
try-
mustard gas.
Clay
I
will
made liquid mustard gas.
not really gas then, is it? Anyway, Clay will take.
I made mustard.
Just mustard.
Alcoholic mustard.
Clay will take some and try it. The moonshine mixed with the dwarven stuff.
Both of you make a con save.
Yay!
I get advantage for living like.
Considering you've been living off that moonshine for a while, yes.
Christ.
Which one's
I don't know if I clicked the right button. Did it happen?
Oh, Clay's dice are so fucking cool.
Do you want me to click it for you, Heliodor?
Yes, please. I don't know what's wrong with my
Con
con
saving
please,
throw.
Father.
con save. Saves
Oh,
on the
okay,
Oh.
26. Okay. So the two of you
Wait, did I
are...
do well?
You got a 26.
Ah, fuck yeah!
So you're both
Oh.
still very much sober, but it does taste like battery acid.
Did you say
Flavoured.
this stuff was expensive and you just mixed it with moonshine from the strange man?
I can make more. I can get more. It's fine. It's not like I tainted the whole bottle. Just cup. The Brewers Guild will kill me if they find out, so please don't tell them.
It's like mixing Moe Chandon with fucking Lambrini.
Oh.
Oh my god.
Hellscape.
My 14-year-old starts screaming.
So,
Oh,
who is taking the first watch?
Oh, do it! I glow in the dark.
You do.
So, what are you? So, what does this? What does Heliodor's cart thing look like? For my sake.
So the cart itself is it's a simple looking wooden cart, but also elaborate in a way. Like, it is large and simple in design, but like all of the metal, there are like these metal bars that go across it that are like braces across it that are perfect, like beautifully polished black metal. And the wood is all perfectly refined and smooth. Like, it looks like something that's meant to be that you would see like is like an ironmonger's carriage, but it's way less beaten up. It has this kind of like curved roof. It's very kind of traveler's caravan vibe. But it's not painted, it's all like just the metal design, and it's all very sleek, straight lines everywhere. And you can see that the harness on the front for what would be a horse is definitely designed to go onto mare.
Yeah, the big bear
Mm.
golem
Big
thing.
metal bear.
Yeah, metal golem. So, do you sleep in that thing, or do you just like? Is it also a golem, or does it just fucking?
Oh!
What does it do?
No. It's a handy workshop of everything. It does have a bed in it as well. That's quite nice, but like it's mainly my workshop, my traveling living quarters. I do a lot of traveling about and seminars. I'm one of very few who makes these and points. And I go and talk about it, and I sell designs. I do big talks and lectures, especially up on the ring, about these kinds of things. And so I need a place to travel and work, and it's that.
You mean the big fuck off thing back in Sith?
Aye, the thing, yeah. I go up there and do a lot of lectures.
Clay will nod as if he knows what a lecture is. So like,
No, honestly. No.
so what do you? You know, how do you fucking, go up?
I use the world warp. It's in the city of is it Fortuna or no?
Yeah, the World Warp is kind of a city on its own. The Fortuna's within the World Warp.
A city on its own. Okay. I use I go through the world warp. It's a big big city, big magical city, and there's magical means to get from here to the ring through there. I
Alright,
usually go
magic
through.
shit. Cool.
A lot of magic shit, but I usually kind of get sponsored or asked to by the Fortuna, which is the big magic college people kind of vibe, who tell me to go up and do stuff.
Well, it's Clay will take the bottle and refill his cup a bit. Like, I'm sure it's good shit.
Mm.
Am I doing this what after this conversation or during?
During.
Okay, she's gonna just hold her hand up for a second.
Hey?
Stop drinking for a second. I just
Oh.
saw a huge dark shadow at the end of the room.
Yeah, that happens. You want some more?
What?
I will just
I'm sorry?
and we'll offer Dracera a cup.
She's gonna like stare at him completely blankly. And, like, what do you mean this happens all the time?
Well, you've seen the fucking ghosts and shit. They move around.
I've seen one ghost. Well, not even really seen it. And then there's Wynn, who I've known anyway.
Yeah, I'm not talking about Wynn. She's not. They're like, it's like this. I mean, you say we're not, you know, we're not fucking dead. We're just in a place. But like the dead walk these halls all the fucking time. You said this, Estella, Castle Mourne? Like, exactly. The dead are here. It's.
Are they dangerous? I do like.
I don't think so.
She like uncomfortably moves to the end of her seat as she sees this shadow closer, moving through the wall.
I mean, I don't.
So...
This is why you fucking respect the dead and slowing his words slightly.
Oh,
Believe him.
No, I saw that one. No.
I stick to my little corners and I let them walk, and I don't fucking bother them, and I leave their bones to rest, and they don't fucking bother me. Wynn doesn't seem to have Wynn sees them. She doesn't seem to have problems with them. Isn't that right?
Oh, I could do this, but at the same time, I kind of don't want to know.
Oh, no.
I was gonna cast see invisibility and just see how many fucking ghosts are in the room.
So see invisibility only shows you invisible creatures.
It depends. Are these ghosts always visible, or only visible when they want to be?
Who knows? So you cast see invisibility, and as you do, rather than seeing a room full of ghosts, you see a very small pinprick light that you have seen before above Clay.
Oh. Above Clay?
It's not that bad.
That pisses me off.
Look, Dracera, it's not that fucking bad. You just if it helps, keep drinking. It helps me.
You know, I feel inclined to actually agree with Clay on this one, I think.
Can I quickly chuck on the amulet against proof against detection and location on him for a second?
On Clay?
Yeah.
Okay. What does that look like? What is Dracera doing? She's just wrangling it over his neck?
Yeah, she's gonna be like, put this on for a second.
Alright. He takes it. What does it look like? Is it?
It's just
Actually, I don't care.
It's like a little
Who had it?
orange necklace. You've seen this before. You picked it up at Estella's place. You don't know what it does really, but you've like, everyone else has figured out since what it does, but you have you've just had it passed over to you. It's this little amber kind of looking.
Does Clay remember it?
Yeah, I'd say that you do.
Oh, this thing. Oh, that's. Thank you. And,
Yeah,
and he'll
you
fumble
could-
it on.
Remember to give that back to me now you need it on.
He's have a little look at it and. Yeah, thank you.
The light fades. It kind of flickers around as if it's looking for something, and then vanishes.
That did the trick.
Yeah, it's.
Uh,
Clay is not aware of this subtext, so he'll assume she's talking about the alcohol.
And she doesn't she doesn't know that he doesn't know, so she's like, yeah, this makes perfect sense to the movie.
Yeah, no one else can see what you can see.
We both got the tism, okay?
I was just thinking, tell me you're artistic without saying you're artistic.
Like my character's autistic like me.
Wow.
See, it works. It works.
It
Clay's
works.
just drunk enough to go along with it at this point, so it saves all of us time.
I think Heliodor kind of looks down the end of the room, is like, cool, that's great. Anyway, if we're going to ignore the dark shadows at the back of the room, and whatever that was, I have had a vague idea, something I'd, of course, want your approval on, and also the approval of Wyn. About kind of my research of what I do. So, as you can see, I make magical golems, as you've called them. But this mare is more than a golem, and you've given me an idea. I know you mentioned something. I can't remember what it was, but it sparked a thought in me. What would you say to me conducting research into creating a body for Wyn?
What, like a bear?
Not
Like-
a bear. I would design it in Wyn's image. And I
want a
know
body.
I mean, if she's. I mean, yeah. You into that, Wyn? Like.
I want to feel things.
It'd be good. It'd be fucking good to feel her. So what, like, so like a metal thing, like your bear over there.
it would likely be mainly made up of metal, but I would be able to. I could probably give it some composites, maybe infuse it with some spells of some description that create the visage of flesh and skin. But I would also have to kind of investigate into some sort of crystalline structure that could house a spirit of her kind of magnitude, especially with Wyn being the type of spirit she is. I'm not familiar with this with this kind of thing. I must be honest.
But
But-
in sense like that, could not use soul trap that already linked to?
Soul trap is, as I said, a soul trap. It holds on to the spirit and doesn't let it access anything outside. Exactly. It would be a great place to start, because I can maybe modify the crystal or so on to... There's lots of avenues I can follow with this kind of thing.
Yeah, but like, what if?
The
How do you know it doesn't like hurt or like? Because we've seen other like, and he's referring to other party members. We've seen other kind of soul trappy, fucked shit things. You know, there's the one with the the people and the gold. Like, how do you know that doesn't I don't know. I'm not one of
The
them.
people in
One
the
of them seminar people. But like,
Uh-huh.
how do you know it doesn't like destroy the souls? Yeah,
That
the
would
gold
be
thing.
part of the research.
And Clay will basically try and refer to one of the first adventures the party did, where they were using a soul trap to create money.
Soul
But it
traps
was-
are batteries.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
Clay doesn't understand the terminology, but he's essentially asking how do you make? Wouldn't a soul trap consume the soul it is using?
Mm.
Like if you turned wind into a body and then used the soul trap to power it, how do you know that the body wouldn't just drain the soul trap? But he wouldn't say it like that because he wouldn't understand that terminology.
But the gist of after a 10-minute ramble kind of vibe. That is what the research would be that I would undertake would follow. It would be finding the right kind of configuration of crystal to create a housing instead of an energy containment and usage unit. It would be making sure that the soul could be contained as a whole and being able to reach out and control instead of being used. I would likely have a different power source put into the whole unit. So it would essentially probably end up being two types of crystals inside, one that is powering and one that is controlling, which is, I guess if you'd like to think of it as one is the soul and one is the heart kind of thing.
Thumb
Cool.
signs to you, Heliodor. What about me?
You are not in my expertise. You're something different.
I am a golem.
You are a golem, yes. But you're not an automata. I think I could make something like you. Well, I mean, no, I couldn't. You are entirely unique and fascinating. But I could maybe make something like you. But my speciality is things like this, is harnessing energy into a single crystalline source or into a single source and then having it be used throughout a metallic structure. You, on the other hand, you don't necessarily, in fact, I haven't cut you open and I never will, but I believe your inner workings don't have an internal, skeletal structure. You are, in essence, a blob that...
Really
What?
sorry to interrupt, Heliodor.
Uh-huh.
Clay,
Yeah.
is normal to hear talking?
I mean,
Fucking
as
hell!
much as-
Why would you say that?
As much as you see what is down there. Kind of motion to where the occasional fucking ghost is marching across. Is it normal to hear talking?
yeah, that fucking happens sometimes.
Checks out. What?
It is
something to
what
leave
it
alone,
is.
Kale. Just something to leave alone.
Yeah. I mean, Stella Stella could understand the big one. Like, he said that we're squatters, right? Oh, I mean, you lot haven't been here long, but I guess I've been squatters, right? We never said anything.
Right.
But yeah, like they wanna talk to each other. Fucking go ahead.
Stella, can you understand what they're saying?
I can't understand what the fuck they're saying.
Estella
now.
can't hear it.
Stella's asleep.
As-
Stella's the smart one.
One sip
On
of
that note,
dwarven battery acid.
yeah. Oh shit.
I'm
be
pretty
careful
sure an
to
hour's
roll
passed.
those.
How? Who's going on
Um,
next watch? And are you guys taking a long rest?
Yes.
Yeah.
if you
Rico
don't go on
takes
next
second
watch,
watch after Giselle.
Oh. Okay.
Okay. You can always wake up, but like if because you've been up and talking, you will have to take an extra 4 hours after your watch if you get up after this one to get a full long rest.
Oh. Okay.
That's fine.
Clay will, I
mean,
imagine
we're
he's
planning on
over
doing
time
this anyway.
he's gathered enough furs and warmth for like himself. I guess he'll divvy it out a bit for other people. Sounds like Big Blue's not. He doesn't fucking like it when we, let's not take anything off the beds anymore. But I've got some shit you can sleep on. Yeah. They don't normally come near this corner, and this is sort of Clay's nest area essentially. So you can stay there. It's usually quiet.
No.
Theodore will present his medallion to the carriage and make it go in and be like, just so we have a bit more room to see. We'll go into the corner. So both of you, Clay and Wynn, are comfortable with me pursuing this research.
Does Wynn say anything?
Wynn is looking at Clay for approval. Effectively, she seems pretty up for the idea.
I mean, I don't fucking know much about the science shit, but as long as it's not like, he'll turn to who's nearest to him. Is it Karik? I guess it's Karik.
Karik's getting up for his stint on the watch.
Okay, it's not Karik then.
Well, no, because Karik will be next to him.
Okay.
Good, so.
And he'll sort of say to Karik, Enidor is not like there's research. It's not like Sadia's research, is it?
No. Not nowhere near same kind of line as Sadia. No.
He doesn't like string up the.
He does not take fingers and teeth. He is not that kind of scientist.
He'll sort of take a peek at Heliodor and back to Karik. Alright. Yeah. I mean, maybe, and it will turn back to Heliodor. Like,
I think. Oh, there you are.
I missed a bunch of that because my computer has just eaten shit.
He was talking to Karik anyway, so don't worry.
Yeah.
Oh no! I dropped out while he was talking to me. Was he talking?
No,
to me?
he was talking to Karik.
No, he's talking to
Oh, okay. Well, yeah.
He rather unsubtly asked Karik what sort of, if Heliodor's research was at all like a different character that they knew called Sadia's.
Oh, nice.
Because you're both like science people.
He does not that kind of thing. No. Don't worry about that.
I mean, if it works, that'd be fucking something, wouldn't it? When we could almost, I mean, maybe having like a.
I want a hug.
Yeah, me too. Fuck it. As long as it worked, like as long as the shit isn't bad, we'll give it a go. We'll fucking do the bear magic.
Bear magic.
Amazing. I'll
Okay.
get on to it tomorrow.
So
We'll begin the research. It may take some time, but I'm happy to start the research.
Okay, so you guys settle down to rest for the rest of the evening. Estella has gone to sleep. Wynn doesn't sleep, but is not on watch, so she is sat between Clay and Estella, watching Estella while they sleep. You guys are all dozing off whilst Karik is taking his watch. Karik, can you roll me a perception check, please?
Fuck.
Okay. You are looking down the hall and kind of keeping an ear out and an eye out and sort of trying to figure out what's going on. You... Wait a second. Okay. You can see, you swear you see this kind of blue flicker from the end of the room. In this direction.
What's that? Oh, from that direction. Is that like at that halfway mark, or is it right down at the bottom?
It's in that direction, so it's further down.
Oh, okay, so it's probably like about here, maybe a second
It's
or
like-
a little bit further down.
Maybe around here, yeah.
He's gonna keep an eye on it until the end of his watch, and then whoever is who's getting up for it, he'll warn them about it. Just tell them what you see.
You feel like you're being watched.
Not like that. Not like that.
And there's a quiet sort of hum in the back of your mind. And you hear a voice.
Hadrak vi Godfrey. Simag aval. Mourne edos.
He's just staring ahead like, what? I am sorry, cannot understand.
The more you look at it, the more it looks like a person. Or half of a person. It looks like you can see the torso, but you can't see any legs. You see this giant, bald, bearded figure with what looks like almost like mammoth tusks sticking out the sides of its head, and it is staring at you. It's not moving, it's just staring.
He's gonna like raise a hand and give it a little wave.
It doesn't move.
Creek's gonna hop down, move back up, and nudge Estelar now.
Huh? What?
We have guest.
Guest? What do you mean guest?
Like, you just see the direction he's looking in, down the bottom of the room.
I suppose I see it too.
You don't see
Oh.
anything now. You see like the
look
end
at
of a
that.
blue flight, and that's it. The room is dark. It's just a long, dark hallway.
I don't see anything.
Big blue man. I guess he's what who is what Clay was talking about.
Maybe. Was he just checking up on us?
He spoke to me. Not know exactly what said. It was different language.
Might have been giant.
He was big. That
He
makes
was.
sense. How far through the watch is this, Toby?
It's like nearing the end of your watch.
Nearing the end. Who was it? Who was taking the watch after Guri?
Heliodor, I believe.
Yeah.
Okay. You can go back to sleep now. I will get Heliodor. I thought. Never mind. Sorry for waking. And he literally looks like he's like. The fuck did I just see?
Are you sure you don't want me to stay up?
I'm going to wake Heliodor and stay with him for a little bit at start of watch, and
Okay.
then I'll go to sleep. Guess it was what Clay mentioned. And they'll probably move on and wake up Heliodor afterwards.
Must have been the wind.
Must have been the wind.
Not again.
Must have been the wind.
Why? What would you die?
Heliodor is coming up for time for watch.
Ooh.
You said you spoke with King yesterday? Well, not yesterday, like earlier.
Oh, the king of the castle. Yeah.
Did see what looked like? And you can see him, like, he's speaking down to you, but he is still, like, quite focused down the room.
Oh, okay. Terrifying. Hate that. Cool.
Big blue man.
Big blue man. I
Half a
mean,
big
I've got to be
blue.
honest, that sounds
Half a
like
big
the
blue man.
description of Big Blue. That.
I get
that.
that. I was just wondering if it was same big blue or if there was more than one big blue.
And no, the king wasn't Big Blue. Was and Heliodor will give a description of the spirit he saw. It wasn't big and blue. It was more. Okay, this is a colorblind person trying to say color, but like it was like a grey.
Yeah, it's
colour,
just
right?
a shadow. Yeah.
Oh, the king was like a shadow.
What are you referring to? The figure, like, did you didn't see anything
Karik
when
wants
you
me
were...
to describe the king, and I didn't see anything.
You didn't see anything when you were talking to the
Okay.
king.
I didn't see the king, I just spoke with him, so I don't actually know what he looks like. However, I don't think His Majesty would stoop so low as to show us his form.
Okay, I see it's two different beings then.
You see, two! Ooh, fun!
No, I guess
One of them...
King is different being from Big Blue, is of what mean.
I think so. I think Big Blue is different.
If has not disturbed Clay, hopefully not disturb much more. He spoke to me.
He spoke to
Estelar
you.
says maybe in giant.
I mean, most likely do you remember what he said? What it said?
I do
Make a
not
history
even
check.
know it. Nah, I'll do a history.
Nice.
I can think, not sure if can pronounce. Well,
That's fine, just do
nah.
the best you can.
You remember hearing them say Godric. That's all you were able to determine from what they said.
something about Godric.
That's the name of the king. So it's talking about the king.
Maybe he's telling not disturb king. Maybe?
Maybe it's what?
Maybe telling us not to disturb the king.
Oh, possibly, but we've already made a deal with the king, so that would be vaguely pointless. Unless shit a brick. Hold on. Oh, we need to get some spells that can mean I can speak other languages, for fuck's sake. Okay, so I don't know. It didn't fuck with you past that, right? It talked to you, but it didn't try and hurt you. Did it approach you? What did it do?
He was just standing there. But I just seen him kind of appear. Then he spoken. It did not sound like what's out loud. Sound like what's in head.
Roughly. And what did it look like again? Was it the big blue one, or was it
Blue, big,
dark shadow?
it was like missing from like below the legs, wasn't it?
So everything from the torso down, it just didn't seem to be there.
Less than half of a big man. That's the way I can say I was just. It was like he kind of takes his hands and probably like does about here downwards was not there was yeah that just that picture
Oh, for God's sake, yeah, he looked like the genie from Aladdin.
No!
He was,
come on.
missing.
Will Smith genie.
Yes. Big angry Will Smith man, but only half of man.
Oh yes, that famous travelling troupe actor.
He's a true.
William Smith.
William Smith, I believe smacked somebody called Christopher Riverbanks as he so anyway, no, cool, great, good to know. You go to sleep, I'm sure I'll deal with whatever shenanigans happen. And Heliodor is gonna kind of quickly, just a spark just came about in his brain. How close did the Shadow One get to us again?
There was more than one. And the shadow...
Oh, how close did the Shadow Ones get to us?
The closest it got was here.
As I wait for my computer to catch up.
Where the second bed is, it's about there.
In which case, Heliodor, there's a line of them. Heliodor will. How much wood is there? Because he's gonna chuck a bit more wood on the fire just to make it comfortably bright. Make the fire comfortably bright. And oh, fuck's sake.
Do you wish for me? I can stay closer to you if you would like someone near, just in case.
I'm a loud screamer. I'm pretty sure you'll hear me if something goes wrong.
Scream might not be good idea though.
I can throw something at you if you prefer. I don't know, I just want you to get enough sleep, you know, we've already been eating into our time already.
No, okay, I will see you
Our sleep
after.
time.
I will.
So, Heliodor, to clarify, you've made the fire... You've fueled the fire as much as you can to make it as bright as you can.
Not to fuck up the amount of wood we've got, and also not to make it like brilliantly white hot. Just like if it's starting to go down a little bit, Heliodor wants to keep it at a consistent brightness.
Okay.
Because he's kind of gone shadows. Shadows got close. Shadows didn't come very close to the light. It would be nice to keep light up. So it's just like keeping it going.
Okay, roll me your perception at advantage.
Okay, cool. Watch me. Ooh, perception. Bam. And then I need to wait for it to give me the choice. Come on. Give me my choice. There we go. Advantage. You did it. What did I get? Because it's going to take
17. Okay, so...
Oh, yeah. You know.
Okay, so you are looking around. With a 17, an hour passes or so, and you swear that somewhere in the halls of this building you can hear talking. You hear distant
Hmm.
chatter. It sounds like giant. You've heard giant enough now to know what giant sounds like. It sounds like they're talking in giant.
Mm-hmm.
You hear a cold breeze outside, battering the window. Doesn't rattle because the windows are bloody heavy, but you can definitely hear it outside. It sounds like it's really pelting it down, and you swear as you're like looking around, you see the flickering of the fire. There are figures walking through the shadow of the light that's casting on the walls. There's nothing in the room with you. You're looking around, but you can see these shadows, these silhouettes of gigantic humanoid figures walking as if they're walking in front of the firelight. Casting shadows.
Heliodor, Heliodor gets one of the thimbles. And I think with whatever is left of the wine, fills it and puts it down on the table, and just quietly kind of gestures to it and goes, "For all those here, please enjoy of my bounty."
As you place down the glass and turn back round, there is this dark figure, this silhouette that is stood maybe like 10 or 15 feet away from you. A good 15 feet tall, staring at you with this blank face. And again, you feel that hum in the back of your head.
Hadrak the Godric Celos Alvat Mornedos.
Heliodor would like to scribble down, because giant is written in Dwarvish. The runes have the same sounds, so Heliodor wants to write that down immediately.
Okay. I've sent to your whispers what you've been told.
Oh. Is it in Dwarvish? Okay, cool. Right, cool.
And
Writes it down immediately.
the figure beckons you, offers a hand out, and is encouraging you to follow it.
Bad idea. Heliodor will hop off of the chair, and will step to the edge of the light. Will not step further.
The figure takes a step back as you get closer, and it keeps beckoning you.
Heliodor stops there. And will link with his mind with Chronometer and be like, "Peck the fuck out of Estella right there."
Chronometer flashes over to Estella and starts on Stella's head.
And Chronometer will kind of like hop on the floor next to you to be like, quiet, and gesture to Heliodor.
Okay. And they're just like, just been pecked in the head, and they're like, okay, and then just go over to Heliodor like, you're bad. Just, is it?
Heliodor is locked eyes down the hallway. Can you see him?
You can.
Yes.
Can you translate him?
I will do so. I
He
haven't
said-
long rested, so
No, you haven't had a chance because you've been woken up multiple times.
Oh
yeah.
shit!
So
Several times. Sorry.
I will use this spell again. Yep.
And Heliodor will say, Hadrock vi Godric, Celos alvat Mourne hetos. He said that.
Let me think.
Just mulling it over, just seeing it flash through my eyes.
Yeah.
It's great.
Let me.
Scrolling through the index.
That's a big blue guy. Mm-hmm.
There's a big blue guy.
Okay. He
And
said.
he's gesturing me past the light.
He said, "Hail Godric of Mourne, fourth of the frozen wastes, follow."
Oh. Oh. Okay.
I'm not sure I
Interesting.
want to follow.
I'm not sure I can see why. So Hadrock v Godric is Hail Godric. Heliodor will just look and say Hadrock v Godric, and then make a questioning gesture as to going down the hall.
The figure steps back a few more times, and both of you can hear
Hadrock v Godric.
and he points towards the door.
Hadrock v Godric.
Trying
Come
to
on,
sleep.
I know I also want to sleep, but this also looks kind of really cool. Why did this thing want us to follow it?
I'll give you a pre reminder that you have 4 nights here.
We're here for 4 nights. We're here for 4 nights. Heliodor will bow to the large ghost, and say quite loudly, not loudly, but so his voice carries to it, and will mentally strain, as the meme suggested. Hail Godric, and I will follow tomorrow. And Heliodor steps back twice and then turns and gets back on the seat and goes, "Thank you, Estella. I am so sorry. Please, I hope you sleep well. Thank you."
Getting pecked by a bird is not fun.
Kilometer flutters back
I'm
over
sorry.
to Heliodor.
I didn't want it to disappear if I walked over to you and woke you up. I didn't want to lose contact with it. I felt like I might go poof if somebody else came along. Sorry. I promise it won't happen again unless dire circumstances are about.
That's fine.
They're pissed, man. They're pissed.
Sleep well.
They're like, that's fine. I'm not mad.
Just remember, I made you a cool thing, please.
Okay. So, Estella, you head back to bed. Heliodor, you settle yourself back down. The figure seems to have walked out of the door and vanished. Whilst you're still sitting down, you can still see these silhouettes moving around on the walls as if this is a busy, full room.
Can I pick out any particular individual, like a specific shape or something from any of them, or is it just generic shadow?
Roll me an investigation check. Let's go with that.
Oh, fuck yeah. I'm good at those. Oh, come on, character sheet. I believe in you. I need to wait for the word to highlight. Come on. There you go. Come on, babe. You've got this. Oh. Yes. Did you do it?
The nat 1, King.
Oh, fuck my life!
No! Wait, no, you know what? The other one we have to do, yeah.
Oh no!
Okay, so unfortunately, you weren't able to determine any sort of discernible features from any of these shadows.
Okay, good.
But the rest of your watch passes peacefully, and you head off to bed as the rest are waking up. So I'd say that by about what you would consider to be maybe like 10 or 11 in the morning, everyone is awake and fully long rested, if you'd like to take a long rest.
Yeah.
And with that, we are going to take a break.
Nice.
So we'll get back to you in about 10 or 15 minutes. See you in a hot minute. Thank you.
Fantabulous, bye.
Okay. We're one player down because he is not very well. But that's okay. He's going to be watching anyway. So hi, Jack.
Hi, Jack.
Hi, Jack.
Hello, Jack.
Hello, Jack.
Okay, so where we left off, you guys have just finished your long rest.
Heliodor went to bed.
Heliodor went to bed. Heliodor, I'm gonna long rest for you.
Oh, thank you.
Estella screaming, crying, throwing up because no one would let them sleep.
Yeah.
The one time they actually get angry.
They're like, please, God, please. Okay, so you guys are up and about. It's about 11 o'clock in the morning.
Nice.
The fire has all but dimmed into cinders.
Mm-hmm.
And the day is yours. What are you getting up to?
How does our wood stock look? And what did it... On the way up here, how did wood look? Like
Very wet.
firewood
Like wood.
kind of thing.
Because it's very...
Wood.
because it's snowy. Because it's very snowy outside, a lot of the wood is not particularly usable. It has to be brought in and dried out.
Okay.
So you have a
That's fine, we
small
got
stock
spells
of
for
wood
that.
that Clay has gathered that you are making your way through. It is blisteringly
Will it
cold
last
right
us
now.
4 days?
Not 4 days, no.
I mean,
Okay,
Clay.
cool.
Obviously, Clay lives here, so he would have some idea of how he manages it.
Yeah. You've got a
but
routine.
You've been breaking up wood from stuff in here, right? You've been like breaking up
I
cabinet
make sure-
doors and...
Some of that, yeah. Nothing that looked too. A little bit of that, and a little bit of like trees he finds outside that are,
Okay.
you leave
Sheltered
them near
enough.
fire. That, or you leave them near
I might
fire,
be-
and then within like a week of being like bits taken off them, they're dry enough to then be used.
I might be able to modify the forge in my my wagon to dry out wood quicker, so we can, instead of what the King Godric might see as,
Desecrating.
desecrating his home. We
Yeah,
can
I'm
maybe
not
dry
looking to
it
do
a bit
that.
quicker.
You can
Um,
do, yeah.
But that does mean excursions to the outside and danger.
Are there trees outside, like pines?
Yeah, mostly pines, like mostly very thick deciduous woodland. Which
So
is
playing Minecraft.
very... It is not like Sif. So this is very different to sort of the jungle trees that you're used to on Sif.
Yeah, I hate building with jungle wood.
Jungle
Red
is shit, yeah.
It's
Want them spruce. You want the nice spruce or the dark oak.
Oak and spruce.
Mm,
Birch is also pretty bad, to be honest. But
Good God, we're not here to debate Minecraft wood. Come on, guys.
Are we not?
Also, last night, Estella and I saw Big Blue, I think,
Oh.
who was trying, after Estella's very, very well done translations, said, "Hail King God." Basically said, "Hail King Godric, follow," and wanted us to follow Big Blue out of the room. I wanted to, but I was nowhere near full capabilities and was a little worried. So maybe tonight we follow, just because I'm intrigued to see where this one goes. If we can help things with their unfinished business, I'd be more than happy to help them on their way.
from what I remember, this hasn't happened to Clay, has it?
No. This is a new occurrence.
Like Bloon, I guess you did try and wake him up and speak to him in the other fucking room. Normally, they just fuck about, walk around. They don't normally. You don't normally talk to him.
Karik also describes the figure that he saw, which is a like a torso upwards of a blue man, humanoid with like a bald head, a long
Oh.
beard, and
The one I saw was not the
horns
same.
sticking out of either side of his head.
And
The one I saw was not the same.
this is
then.
different from what he normally sees, right?
No, you've seen that one before.
Oh, okay, that's fine. Yeah.
Heliodor,
Sorry.
from that description,
Mine's not
you...
One was a shadow.
Yeah, yours were not blue. So yours were shadows, but this one was blue.
Oh, right, okay.
And
Oh, yeah, big blue.
from that description, Heliodor, you recognise that as being the same figure that is the statue in the main room.
Ah! Oh! Ooh, okay.
Yeah, it's big blue.
That's...
Like,
No. Oh, big blue is the statue in the...
yeah.
In the Colosseum, yeah.
Yeah, they look kind of similar, don't they? Like, it's, and he's explaining it in a way that, like, maybe only now it's beginning to realise this is a bit like, you know, when you say something and it makes sense to you, and then when you say it out loud, it starts to sound a bit weird. He's like, yeah, it's like big, you know, like you read like Riding Hood. You got the wolf and the grandma. I mean, yeah. Look. Estella translated, right? His
What?
name's fucking Godric or some shit, right?
That's the king, eh?
Yeah, there we go.
Shara's not following at all. There's something to do with a grandma, a wolf, and oh yeah, it all makes sense now.
We need a bit more of an in-depth analysis, I'm afraid, there, Clay.
Well, you got. I mean, you didn't fucking read like stories as a kid, like fairy tales and shit.
I did.
Oh, there we go. So, like, you got Red Riding Hood, right? And there's that big fucking wolf in the story, and there's but there's also a wolf in the little piggies, and so it made sense to call the wolf the same. You know what?
Okay.
It doesn't fucking matter.
So, well, no. There are two wolves in two different stories. And
There are two wolves
share the
inside
same
you.
Name.
Oh,
no, they don't.
one is gay, the other is gay.
One is gay, the other one is also gay. Okay.
And he'll sort of
from
he'll
stories.
He'll walk out. He'll sort of look. How do I move my token?
This is not in reference to the fucking skeletons in the Colosseum, is it?
Look, it's kids' story tales. You know how this shit goes. You said you've read the books and stuff. Like, you're a smart man. I think you do like seminars and golems and stuff.
Sure, yeah, no, I know where he's going. Yeah.
Well, yeah, you got the three little piggies. You read that one?
Mm-hmm.
Sorry. Clay.
Yeah.
What are you trying to say?
Oh, because he hasn't read
Going to go over the three pigs again.
I don't understand what you're saying. Eh? What's this got to do with the ghosts?
It's got nothing to do with the fucking ghost. It's just he didn't know what the.
Look, just completely dumbfounded.
Sarah and Gabby.
Yeah.
Is Wynn nearby? Can Wynn back me up? Or is she off somewhere?
Sorry, Clay, we're trying to make a practical decision and you're going on about fairy tales that frankly I haven't either.
Well, I mean, it doesn't fucking matter.
But no, it kind of does.
Heliodor, don't encourage him.
I swear to God.
I want to, because this encourages critical thinking. So So,
Right,
There
no.
are two
Practical plan for the day.
I swear to God.
Right, we need to make sure we have firewood. We need to start cleaning up this place. Which team are you on?
I'll start cleaning.
Perfect.
Just don't, like move shit that doesn't look like it needs to be moved, or touch the shit that doesn't need to be touched. I'll sort out the shit, but you lot don't touch the corpses and their shit, you know?
Only the wolf corpses, right?
I mean, and Clay will be able to sort of, I imagine in the kitchen area he's got sort of leftovers, and you know when you live somewhere you create clutter.
Yeah.
He'll sort of be able to point
Yes.
out this is clutter that I've created, as opposed to it was here before I was here.
Okay.
You know, like bits and pieces. Does he have there is leftover like furs and like things that Clay's acquired over time. Can he makeshift some brooms out of it?
It's gonna take you quite a while, but you can do it.
Is it because I'm stupid?
No, it's because it's a finicky process.
I mean, if there's any straw or anything.
Put it on a stick, don't you?
You don't.
Clay, make me a history check.
Clean up crew.
Clean up crew and
Clean
the
up crew
wood
literally
crew.
has an engineer on it. Like, we got this.
That's right, good.
You
18.
Okay, so Clay, you remember in the room where you shit, there is also quite a lot of sort of these kind of equipment. You may be able to commandeer something.
But it's big though.
It is big, but you can pull it apart and make something smaller.
Just cut the handle.
Okay, maybe we can do something like that. Okay. Alright, okay.
In the
Clay's
room where you shit.
Well, Clay will get that, it's fine.
I don't think anyone's been in there yet, so that's probably for the best.
Yeah.
So he doesn't like use a. Does he use a bucket that he clears out, or is it?
No, it's just on the floor.
Does that count as desecration? Because I think it does.
That's why Clay said I'll handle the shit. Like, I'll that's my shit, I'll sort that shit out, okay?
Oh, God.
There aren't any, because it's how big this fucking place is.
That's fine.
Have you seen how big the buckets are?
I need a ladder.
I swear to God.
Dim too tiny, you're gonna fall in the toilet.
Okay, so we are going to divide the party into two groups. We have the cleanup crew and the woodstock crew.
Clay will do cleanup because he's more familiar with this place.
So Clay's on cleanup. Is Stella on cleanup? Okay. Heliodor.
Heliodor will do cleanup because you have mending, so you can fix shit.
You have your survivalist and your tank going out to get wood, which probably makes sense. So
I
those
can speak
two.
to the trees.
I can speak
Trees
to
tell
the
me to
trees.
fuck off.
Okay, so you've got Dracera and Karik who are heading outside.
What we can do is, if we're doing a shorter session, is concentrate on the cleanup crew, and Karik and I will talk about that next session. Don't want them to miss anything.
Not a problem. We shall do that. So I will move you guys to the front door so we know that you are outside. Nyum. Okay. So, cleanup crew, you watch as Karik and Dracera get ready to brave the outside. Wrapping up as tightly as they can in what furs they've got and their nice fuzzy clothing that they got before they left. And heading out.
Clay will give them any kind of heads up about mundane details that he would know, having been here a while.
Yeah.
And is there an axe we can use?
Do you have an axe on you?
I don't think
There's
I have an
axes,
axe.
but not one that you can use.
Dracera, roll me a history check.
But I'm gonna use my inspiration.
Good plan.
Karik has
Karik has an axe. So there you go.
Yeah.
But you don't remember seeing any axes or anything around the castle. And then Karik pipes up that he's got a hatchet. So you are blessed. Thank God you have that.
Our survivalist really pulling it out of the bag.
Yeah, that's why he's a survivalist.
That's why he's great.
So Karik lets you know that you guys are ready to go out, and you head out into the snow. While the other three of you, including Mare and Thumb, who will assist with the cleaning. Wynn is nowhere to be seen. Wynn seems to have just left at some point. You don't know where. But she just seemed to leave. But the three of you have...
by that.
Yeah, she just seems to go off on her own anyway. The rest of you are left to your own devices to start cleaning. So, is there anywhere you want to particularly go first?
We probably need. Okay, go on.
No, I was gonna see, because seems like from what I saw last night and all the shadows I saw, I feel like this is probably the room to focus on, as it feels like where the most spirits are. Fix the beds, fix up everything, give it a good clean in here. If I can, I'll fix the windows at the front as well, if I can find all the glass.
Are you like
just giving this room the most attention?
So you can do like carpentry shit then, as well as like golems.
I can do. Hold on, as I just check what kinds of things I can use. I have a specific spell as well, which is mending. So I can mend things as long as I sit with them for a minute or so. And I have all the pieces, I can fix them. But also I can use, as I just quickly have my tools. I can use mason's tools, smith's tools, brewer's tools, jeweler's tools. Not necessarily carpentry, but I'm loosely understanding of engineering and can usually give something a good fix, pop a couple nails in it, and it'll probably be fine. But I won't need to use carpentry if I can just use my mending skills.
So we're saying that we should fucking let's not just leave this place as it was, but like restoring it, right? Like
I think that would be good.
Yeah, I mean, I guess if he's, I mean, it's not my fucking fault, but I guess if he's pissed about squatters' rights, then maybe. Can we maybe next time we see him, just make. Right, tell you what, we'll start working on like the mundane shit, like the actual place shit, and next time you see him, ask him what he wants to do about the bodies. If he wants them left, Clay's also talking to Estella at this point. I mean, talking to everyone. They're all here.
I feel like this is a group conversation. Yeah, we're just chatting in a circle.
Like. Next time we see him, we'll see if it's Big Blue and whatnot. We'll see if they want bodies touched or if they want them left as they are. But for now, we start on with the mundane shit. That sounds
blankets, floors, and walls.
That sounds productive.
Blood splatters.
Hold on, are they? Blood
splatters. Yeah, gotta clean those up.
Yeah, there's a lot of blood where Wynn has trailed the body through the castle as well.
Yeah, probably a lot of dried stuff underneath that too.
Yeah, she tends to take a similar route most times.
I'll go for more.
So, in regards to jobs, I'll start on fixing things. Estella, are you magically inclined to sorting things like that? Like, what is it? Prestidigitation? Where you can, it's a spell where you can lift dirt off of things quite easily.
No, I have my hands.
No.
You know, we needed some hands.
Also magical, I'm sure. Fair
Do you
enough. In which case, I will. In which case, are you guys alright with me just going around? I'll start fixing things that might need fixing and so on and so forth.
Yeah, you do that shit. You do that shit.
Cool. I'll start on that fireplace down there. I think that's a fireplace. This
Which
thing
one?
here, if that's doing anything. In the middle of the room, between the black bear
Oh, this
skin and the
thing,
white
right.
bear skin.
Yeah, that's a fireplace. Yeah.
I'll see if I can fix that up, and then I'll start on the beds
Okay.
and the cupboards.
Cool.
Can
So-
Clay go and
Um,
grab the broom things that you mentioned? That
Yeah,
you'd be able to
you
jury
are
rig?
welcome to go and search through the armory. It's effectively like a store cupboard,
feel like-
so you can go and find the large brooms that you can either pull apart and make into smaller ones, or you can try and kind of cut down.
Well, if Heliodor
Right.
can mend it, then I guess we can always get him to like do his magic shit and fix it back afterwards, right?
And I could always make a mop.
Ah.
Yeah, it's the good shit.
I also
Sounds-
get, with the approval of everyone else, be like, I can get Mare to start dragging out corpses, the fresher corpses outside. I can start getting Mare to do that.
Yeah, the
Interesting,
things
that'd
that
be
Win
good.
and Clay have dealt with, basically.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, I get Mare to do that.
Okay. So
Any fresh corpses, they get dragged out by Mare.
okay. So Mare is on dragging fresh corpses out duty. You've got Heliodor who's fixing up the fireplace as it stands. You have
the fireplace and as many beds as possible.
okay. So you're going to start patching up everything in the room that you're currently in.
Yeah,
Okay.
because this to Heliodor, this is the room of most activity so far.
Yeah.
This is quite clearly a communal room as well. It makes sense to cater to the larger community first.
Okay. You've got Clay who's heading off to try and put something together to start sweeping and make whatever sort of tools for cleaning as he can from things that he can scavenge from the storeroom.
Perhaps find containers to boil water in
Okay.
as well.
And Estella, are you helping Clay? Or are
Yeah,
you doing your
I'll
own
help
thing?
Clay. If I were to do my own thing, I could literally just make things out of creation.
You could, yeah. You could
But I
just
can only
you can create something. How many times can you use that per long rest?
only once,
Just once.
so I can only make one thing. Yeah.
So you could just make a mop.
Yeah.
Pretty solid. That's pretty good.
Small Clay is just like jury rigging shit, and he comes back and you've just got one.
Well, I mean, I think it's a bit hard to make a mop than
Okay.
a broom.
So it says in the description, once you create an item with this feature, you can't do so again until you finish your long rest, unless you expend a spell slot of 2nd level or higher, and then you can use the feature again.
Oh Christ!
Okay.
A 2nd level spell slot broom? No, thank you.
You can only have one item created by this feature at a time, though. So
Yeah.
it lasts for, is it a number of hours equal to your proficiency? So you've got 4 hours if you create it, and then in 4 hours time it will vanish and you have to make a new one.
It kind of
Well,
sucks.
you have to sweep first before you mop, so just hold on, use the brooms first, and then...
Wait, can I ask Laz?
If you'd like to.
I can go into my little
Ooh,
bottle.
You can go
and I
into
can
your
ask.
little bottle, yeah. You're welcome to hop into your bottle.
Yeah.
Just
Okay.
Clay, just watch you vanish into a bottle!
Yeah,
Clay, hold this bottle for a moment.
just keep holding
He
this.
remembers this. He remembers
Just
this.
keep hold of it. You'll hold on to 2 kids now.
I'll keep you close. Don't worry.
Okay. So they're gonna open it and give it to Clay, and as they open it, obviously they just swoop right in.
With that, for everyone else in the session, we're going to call it there. But I'm going to continue with Estella, so that Estella can have a conversation with Lazarus in peace.
Oh!
Shit, I have a stream to watch. Oh, wait, no.
So
Get on Twitch.
I will still be streaming it, so if you would like to watch, you can. But meta.
I'm not going to say anything.
I'm not gonna watch. Absolutely. Haha.
We just went. Yeah.
So, thank you to the rest of you for coming to D&D tonight. I know it's a little bit shorter than we usually run, but I appreciate you coming anyway. But we will be continuing, Selena, in our 1-to-1, if you'd like to come with me to 1-to-1.
Okay.
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 Thank you.
Alright, cool. Love you, thank you. That's so cool. What the fuck? Bye. Bye.
So,
Hi.
hello.
Hi.
So, you are pulled into this bottle. The inside of it seems to be very similar to how you're used to seeing it. So, it hasn't seemed to have changed since you were last in here. It's these beautiful red silks, lots of pillows. The only thing that seems to have changed is there seems to be some kind of cat tree in the corner. You know, like one of those climbing frames that's been made for cats.
Yeah. Little cat tower.
And a little ginger cat that is fast asleep on the top of it.
John.
The room is empty.
Okay. I guess I can, pull out to him. Oh, wait, can just think, Les?
For a moment, there is nothing before the room kind of shakes. And in a sudden whiz of whirling air in the middle of the room, and the pillows are kind of blown out of the way, there is a thump before a large figure is now laying amongst the pillows with a long pipe in one hand, a smile on his face. I was wondering when you were gonna turn up. It's been quite a while, Willow.
Yeah, I wasn't actually sure that it was gonna work, since we're not really in the same plane anymore.
You can always talk to me.
Can't really talk to you in Dracera's place, I don't think.
You could, but they don't like me very much.
Yeah.
Why did you call me? What do you want to talk about?
Well, we need to clean up our whole castle. I was just wondering if you have any equipment that we can use, like to mop up blood and stuff like that. Bad gunk.
He leans forward in the pillows with this kind of smile, and there's something a little sinister. You called me all the way here to ask me for cleaning supplies.
Well, it's a bit difficult to find cleaning supplies since everything's giants for giants.
He smiles, he laughs at that, takes a long drag of his pipe. Well, I can understand your predicament, but feels a little odd that that's the only thing you want from me.
I don't quite understand.
It's been so long, maybe, you're feeling like you need a little pick-me-up.
I mean, I've been obviously feeling kind of bad since everything happened. but I don't feel like I need to talk about anything.
Your mom, right? I remember.
Yeah.
I could find her for you.
How can you do that?
I can do a lot of things.
From what I'm getting, this is not gonna be a simple thing to get from you.
Everything is a transaction, Willow. I'm the merchant. That's how this works.
Yeah, I would really like to know. I don't know what you would want.
Let's say I can give you these cleaning supplies, and he kind of waves his hands around. And the location of your mother for a few small memories.
Memories?
Just little things. I like sentimental things.
You mean my memories?
Yes.
Will I know which ones?
No. I'll be honest with you. Because I like you.
Okay, I don't really want to give away memories over cleaning supplies.
It's not just that, though, is it?
No, but you said a few.
Alright. And he leans forward. Just one. For the first time, let's call it a freebie. It's been a while since you gave me something anyway.
I still have something? I still have a locket, I think.
Puts a hand out.
Yeah, I guess this is for the cleaning supplies.
That's a deal.
Okay. And they're just gonna give away that locket. They still don't feel good about it, but they're gonna give it away.
So you pass over the locket, and his hand is easily like 4 times the size of yours. It is big. He's got quite stubby fingers. You just kind of plop it in the center of his palm. He brings it up. He kind of dangles it in front of himself. This one's got a lot of sentimental value. Where did you find it?
If I remember. Where was it?
It's on a body.
In the mines.
In the mines in the town where you met Heliodor.
Yeah. Heliodor might not be happy about that, but I don't know if it links to anything about him.
You watch him bring it up and kind of tilt his head back, and he just puts it in his mouth. He chews a few times, swallows. Alright, I'll get those supplies for you.
Good ones, I hope.
For that, yeah, I can do that. And there's a kind of a click as he clicks his fingers together, and the room shifts a slight, and behind you, you hear this kind of clatter, and there is maybe 4 or 5 brooms, a mop, there's a few buckets, all of like pretty nice, good quality, and one of the buckets is full of water.
Nice, and we have snow, so that's good. Snoo.
Snoo. The offer's on the table, Willow. If you ever want the location of your mother, just one little memory, and I can find her for you.
I just hope it's not a big one.
Just something small, something that you held on to. And if you don't want it to be your memories, you can always take from someone else.
No, I don't want to take from anyone else.
We'll see. There's this smile on his face. It's like it's an unnatural smile. It almost splits his cheeks where it should not reach.
Yeah, they're not really trying to focus on that because they obviously don't want to give anyone else's things away, and they don't want to lose their memory, but you know.
How about... He takes another drag. There's this green smoke that's filling up the room pretty quickly. The nice red colour of the room is being tinted sort of brown with this thick green smoke. How about for the first one? Just between us, because you're such a sweet little kid. I'll let you pick.
I don't know how I could pick a memory.
Something you
something
clung
like a-
on to. Something that mattered to you. Even if it doesn't matter now. How about that
Like a-
wolf girl, Adelaide?
Yeah, I mean, I do still think about them.
Do you remember what she said to you?
Yeah.
I want that. It'll be like you forgot.
I mean, sure. I guess that's not something too bad to lose.
Have a think about it. And then get back to me.
Okay. Just that?
Well, we'll see how difficult it'll be to find her. The price might change. Nothing's
You
set in
need to
stone.
find her?
Well, yeah. I mean, I don't know where everyone is all at one time. I know where you are.
Right. You don't hurt these people?
Why would I hurt anyone?
I mean, just taking a memory out of someone, or me, and you needing to find a person, I don't know, I don't want anyone to get hurt.
It'll be a hell of a lot easier if you gave me a memory of your mother.
I don't want to give you that.
It's a shame. If you pitch something to me that's more worth my time, I'll consider it.
Okay.
He's gonna offer his pipe to you.
Gross, but I know that it helps me see something.
Yeah?
Okay. They still don't like smoking, but they will do it anyway, just to see this thing that comes with it.
Okay. So you smoke the pipe, and it's this bitter, earthy flavour as you breathe it in and kind of cough because you are not used to this. You just this green leaving your lungs. Roll me a D100.
I need to get
I need to get up a
D100.
list of things you might see. Okay.
That was a
27.
bad roll. Okay.
Ooh. Ooh, okay.
I don't like that.
So you breathe this in, and as you're coughing, you're getting lightheaded. The room around you is starting to turn white. Your vision's starting to blank. And as you blink a few times, you see your uncle.
Mm-hmm.
You see him on his farm. You see yourself, and the two of you are sparring in the little training section that he had set out just for you, so you could learn to wield a sword. And as you blink again, you see leaves and wood and stiff joints. You can hear somebody wheezing. You swear you can see his hand, but the skin on his hand is like bark. It's almost like the flesh has been replaced with gnarled tree roots. And you swear you can hear him saying something, but it's so gritty that it's difficult to understand what he's saying. You blink again, you're back in the room.
Oh. Oh. I see.
You see
Okay,
anything interesting?
Yeah.
Adynn's root is an interesting drug. It lets you see things that could happen.
Good.
Not always what will happen.
Okay, that's a bit more comforting to know.
See something you didn't like.
Partly.
It's a shame. And he kind of, as he leans forward, he seems to almost grow in size, and his arm reaches out and he just kind of pats you on the top of the head with his gigantic fucking hand.
Thanks.
He takes the pipe back, takes a long drag, breathes it out. It seems like it almost doesn't affect him.
Mm-hmm.
I hope you'll consider my offer.
I'll think about it.
That's all I can ask. If you want to spend any more time just catching up, well, I'm here all the time.
Right, okay. Thanks for the supplies.
And you gather up as many of the supplies as you can carry, kind of awkwardly bundling them into your hands. You've kind of looped the buckets over yourself, and it's very...
Give John a little pat before I go.
John is like upside down, got his little fur belly up, and kind of wiggles his paws as if he's making biscuits in the air. But the cat seems to be being well taken care of. It seems like Laz is doing that for you.
Laz is a cat man.
Laz is a cat guy. Are you heading out of the bottle?
I suppose so, yeah, because...
If there's nothing else you want to ask him.
What do I ask? What if I stopped giving you things?
Well, that power that you've got, I will just have to take it back.
And that's all?
There's a few other things written in the small print.
Can I know what?
He kind of pouts. Well, you've already signed yourself off to be in my employ, let's say, for the rest of your little mortal life.
I was just thinking, if I couldn't, give anything, if that was an example I could use.
Like if you couldn't find something.
Yeah, something like that.
Well, until you gave me something that I wanted, you just wouldn't be able to use any of the magic that I've given you.
Okay.
It's like shutting off the power, just for a little bit.
I guess so.
If you did it for too
Just
long,
thinking.
well, I'd have to take things into my own hands.
Right. Okay. You suggesting that you take parts of my memory suggests that I'm pretty sure you'll just take it on your own will.
Depends, you could either give me something willingly or not.
Right. I'll think about that.
Kind of bows his head to
Thanks for the supplies. Not scary at all.
you. You get that creepy smile again. The flash of the glasses as he's looking in your direction. Take care of yourself, Willow. It's only us out there.
Okay. Alright. See you later.
Bye. Bye.
I'm really bad with exits.
So you
Peace out.
you kind of will yourself back out of the bottle and back beside Clay with handfuls of supplies. And at that, we are going to end the session.
They look traumatized just outside, like. It went great.
It was good. I only gave him a necklace. Nothing else that I remember. Thank you for coming. And we will be running hopefully same time next week.
Thank you for DMing.
That's okay. Thank you everyone for watching as well. And we will see you same time next week.
Yeah.
Bye-bye.
Yeah. Bye.